Hello friends, welcome to TrichTech Institute, and in this episode we will be discussing about using Ansible roles, how to create the roles and how to use them in your playbook, that we will see. So if you have not seen our previous video where we discussed in depth about roles, so please click on the right side corner and go and watch that first, then come back here and watch this demo video. So let's start with the demo. So creating roles is very easy. So you need to run command call ansible hyphen galaxy. So ansible galaxy is basically used to download some roles from internet, but you can use it to create a local directory structure for your roles also. So you do ansible galaxy role init to initiate, and then you create the folder like role 1. So it will create a folder like role 1. So you can see here tree, and if you do role 1, so you will see role 1, that is the name, that will be the primary folder. Then it has subdirectories like as you have seen in my previous video, like defaults, files, handlers, meta, task, template, test, and words. So this is the advantage of using Ansible Galaxy. It creates all the directory for you. You no need to manually create all this directory structure. So if you don't want to use Ansible Galaxy, still you can go ahead and create manually by yourself all these directories or whatever directories you need. So now what you need to do, you need to create a modify this role as per your requirement. So now we will do one thing, we will go to role 1. Now in default sections in main, don't change the file names here, keep in mind. So here I will specify two variables, user, TrichTech, and package. Let me put atop. So these two variables I will specify here. Now what I will do in the word sections also, again I will specify the user. Instead of TrichTech I will put test user 1. I am not doing anything with the package, so just to show you like from where it is taking. So now what I will do, I will create some handlers. So don't change the name, keep in mind that. So let me give name user underscore create. I will use debug module to show the message user created successfully, so that you can understand which user it's been created. Now I will create one for package. Message so these two handlers I have created. Now what I will do, I have one small script that I will put it under files, and I have one Jinja 2 template that I'll put under template. So keep in mind, don't mix up these locations. So all your script and static files, configuration files, you have to put it under files directory, and all your templates, Jinja 2 templates, you have to keep under templates. Because why you need to maintain that directory structure, because when you write a playbook tasks and call these files, you don't give the full path, you just give the name. So if you mix up the location or keep it in different location, then your playbook will not be able to use these scripts or files or templates. So that's why keep it in proper place. So now if you still see here, so default I did, words I did, file I kept under files, and handlers also I have done, and template also I have done. Now what I'll do, I'll modify the tasks. So first thing what I'll do, shift G. So I'll create a task to run the script. It will run collection dot sh. That's the script name, right? So you can directly use the script module and you put the script name. So you can see here I'm not putting file / collection.sh like that, so I'm just giving them. That's why maintaining the location is very important. And if you use script module, it will copy the script from your local controller machine to your managed host and execute there. So that's why I'm using script. So it is reducing my work to copy it and execute. Then I'm doing create user. So user module, state present. So what I will do, I'll notify user underscore create. That's the handler name. Install package name. So I'll use gpar. So state latest, and I'll notify package underscore install. So till now is done. Now I will use the template name. Use the Jinja2 template. So what I'll do, I'll use template module. Source file is message.j2. Destination I'm putting in /temp my file. So I am using script, I am using handlers, I am using all the variables and all. So that's all. Once you are done with this, what you do, you come out of this, you move your roles under roles directory. So you have to keep in mind it should be inside your roles directory. Now if you see roles, you will see that some other also there. So role 1 I have created and this there. Now calling this role is very easy. You do that bi demo underscore role.yml. So that's what playbook I am creating. This is my past playbook using roles. Host, I'm just putting local host, and then you put roles, then role 1. That's what the name I have given, right? If you see role 1, so it will be using that role. Now we will check for the syntax. So let's run this. So you should see there is no error. Now what we can do, we can just run this role playbook using roles. So let's see. So you will see it will be doing as gathering facts. Now in the task section you can see role 1. Now from role 1 it is taking first task, like it will run collection.sh, then it's doing creating user, then it will go for installing package, then it should go for the template. As you can see, creating user and installing package is successful. That's why it called the handlers also. So here one thing I just want to bring in your attention, that if you remember in my default section, so let me do that, roles, role 1. So you can see user I was mentioning like Trichtech, and package I was mentioning at atop. But in the var section again I rewrite the package as user as test user 1. Now what you see, when I run the playbook, see create user, it is creating test user. So that means that user variable value, it is taking it from vars, not from default. So keep in mind, whatever variable you specify in your default file, if you don't specify that in any other place, then only it will take that value. Else if you specify in your var section or in your playbook that same variable, it takes that as a main value. It don't take the default whatever you are setting up. So default has the least priority. So keep that in mind. Now what we will do, we will modify our demo playbook. One more thing, what we'll do, we'll add a task here. So let's put task hyphen name. This is a normal task. So I'll use debug only and it will show a message. Hello there. Right now I'll run my playbook again and let's see what happens in this situation. So I have put the task before my roles. So let's see if the task is running first. No, you can see after gathering facts it directly went to roles, but I have defined tasks. See, task is running after your role is getting completed. So this is a default behavior. Whether you are putting your task before role or after role, it doesn't matter. It will always execute after roles. So now how you can change this behavior, that also is possible. As you can remember in my previous video, I was telling you about pre-task and post-task. So here you make it as a pre_tasks, and here you put just change the message. This is pre-task, and here hello there, hello, this is executed before roles. Now you add one post_task, post_tasks. So now here I put name. This is a post_task. Here also I'll use debug module and I'll show the message like hello, this is executed after roles. Right now let's see what happens. So we'll run it again and we'll see what happens now. So you can see now the task is a pre-task, that one is running before roles. So now roles are going on. So now you see after role is getting completed and it's calling the handler, then your post task is running. So if you want to run some task before role execute, you put it under pre-tasks section, and if you want to run some task after role completes all the handler it has completes, then you put it under post task so that it will execute at the end. So like this, very easily you can create your own custom roles and you write your own code and add that role or easily use that role in your playbook and use them. Also this helps you to make it more portable code. You can share these roles entire folder, you just make it a tar file and you send it or share it with your friends or other projects so that they can also easily use it without much modification. So hope you have liked this session. If you have not subscribed to my channel TrichTech Institute, please subscribe to it and also like the button if you like the video, or if you don't like also press the unlike button, that's also fine. At this we will have a clear feedback about how our videos are making impact with you. Also you can put in comment section if you have some suggestions, so that also you can see. And bye, have a good day. We'll see you in our next video.